It started with a tray of chicken nuggets and a trembling little girl. Lily Thompson, only 8 years old, stood frozen in the elementary school cafeteria line as the lunch lady whispered, "Sweetheart, your account is negative again." Before Lily could respond, the tray was taken away. Across the hall, the school principal, Mrs. Reynolds, watched it all, her expression sharp and cold. To her, rules were rules. No payment, no lunch, she said flatly, before ordering Lily to sit without food. That moment, one small act of cruelty, would soon make national headlines. If you believe true kindness always finds its way back, please tap the like button now and subscribe to support more stories like this. When Lily's mother, Emily Thompson, received the call that afternoon, she was at her second job at a downtown diner. Her hands shook as she heard the words, "Your daughter was denied lunch again. You owe $42 in unpaid lunch fees. If it's not settled by tomorrow, we'll have to involve authorities." Emily's voice cracked. "Please, I get paid Friday. I'll cover it then." But the principal didn't care. The next morning, when Emily walked her daughter to school with an envelope of 6 crumpled dollars, all she had left until payday, Mrs. Reynolds refused to accept it. "That's not the full amount," she said coldly. "This has gone on long enough." Then she did something that shocked everyone. She called the police. Officer Mark Davis had been on the force for 18 years. He'd seen the worst of people. Domestic disputes, overdoses, hopeless faces on cold nights. But something about this call felt wrong from the start. "Lunch debt?" he muttered in disbelief as he drove to Maplewood Elementary. "They're calling me over lunch debt?" When he arrived, Emily stood in the principal's office, her daughter clinging to her arm, eyes red from crying. The principal was pacing behind her desk like she was running a courtroom. "Officer," she said stiffly, "this woman has repeatedly failed to pay her child's meal account. I need her removed from the premises until she can resolve the balance." Mark's gaze shifted from the principal to the mother. Emily's face was pale, her uniform still dusted with flour from the bakery she'd worked at before her diner shift. Her voice was barely a whisper. "I'm just trying to feed my kid." For a long moment, there was silence. The hum of the fluorescent lights filled the room like judgment. Then Officer Davis exhaled slowly, pulled his wallet from his pocket, and laid down a crisp $100 bill on the principal's desk. "Consider the debt paid," he said quietly. "And maybe, Mrs. Reynolds, consider the lesson you're teaching." The principal blinked, speechless. "Officer, that's highly inappropriate." "No," Mark interrupted. "What's inappropriate is shaming a child for something her mom can't help. My mom worked double shifts too. Sometimes I ate free lunches because a cafeteria lady quietly paid my balance. You know what that taught me? Compassion." The room felt heavier now, not with authority, but with truth. Emily covered her face, tears slipping through her fingers. Lily hugged the officer's arm like he was a superhero. Mark looked at the principal once more. "You have the power to make life easier for these families, not harder. Don't ever call the police on hunger again." Then he turned to Emily. "You're doing your best. That's all any good parent can do." Word spread fast. By the next day, parents across the district were talking about the officer who paid the lunch debt. A few local reporters showed up. Donations poured into the school's cafeteria fund, enough to clear every child's unpaid balance. And Mrs. Reynolds? She didn't lose her job, but she did something even harder. The following week, she stood at the front of the cafeteria during lunch hour, microphone trembling in her hand. "I want to apologize," she said, "to Lily, to her mother, and to every family I made feel small for struggling." Then, in a move that surprised everyone, she announced the creation of a kindness lunch program. No questions asked, no child left hungry. That day, Officer Mark Davis was invited as an honorary guest. He didn't give a speech. He just smiled as he saw Lily laughing with her friends, a full tray in front of her. Outside, the sun was bright, cutting through the autumn chill. Emily stood by her car, looking up at the sky, her heart lighter than it had been in years. "Thank you," she whispered, not just to Mark, but to every unseen hand that helps another when no one is watching. We'd love to hear your story. What is the most memorable act of unexpected kindness you have witnessed or received? Share it in the comments below. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who still believes kindness can change the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because every view helps us spread one more act of hope.